Hello everybody, this is Allstars Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Metaphor ReFantazio. In the previous episode, Alright, we heard you the first time. In the previous episode, while awaiting the Sanctus grand announcement, we decided to spend time... We decided to spend our time building our strength, taking care of bounties, quests, and building our relationships with our followers. Speaking of which, alright already, we heard you the first time.
Just you.
We're gonna spend some time with Brigitte, as tomorrow is the grand announcement. You seem unscathed. Have you come for work? Of course.
Now then.
Here's the leash. Today's job is to walk it. It's been itching to get out lately, keeps making a fuss. Walk it around the capital so it quiets down and gets the energy out of its system. It can't be seen coming in and out of here. If you've no questions, then get to it. I took the dog out without anyone seeing and walked her around the capital. Rawr! Seems to have taken a liking to you.
But...
I could hear it from downstairs. Don't get it too excited. This is on you too, dog. A simple walk shouldn't be enough for you to let your guard down. And that's what's cute about her.
What? But...
Cuteness isn't enough to stay alive in this world.
Hopeless.
I've never liked this thing, ever since the first time I laid eyes on it. It was on the side of the road, buried from the neck down, head bleeding too. Probably hit by a rock at some point. Could have just given up and died, but it looked into my eyes and whimpered. I hated the sight of it. This poor little dog? You didn't feel drawn to it at all?
In those days.
I was once a stray myself. My earliest memory is of fighting a dog over a scrap of meat covered in dirt, and getting bitten for my trouble. Wherever I went, I found only hunger and violence. So I robbed and stole anything and everything. I fought, and I survived.
It's a living hell.
It was hell. I can't imagine.
Really?
I'd never have guessed to see who you are now. What am I doing? Talking to a child about this.
Just a fantasy.
Just like that dog, I let my guard down like a fool. Never mind. Forget I understood. Forget I said anything. Understood?
Sure.
Yes.
Good. And while we're on the subject, a word of advice.
Listen.
This world is a bottomless hell. A bog of endless muck. If you trust another person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel the sludge close over your head soon
Don't ever
enough.
forget that.
To survive, you need the strength to make your way through that muck. Nobody can do it for you, and indeed nobody else should. You need your own strength. And I'd say that's well within your powers.
Therefore...
In addition, I'd like to provide one other reward. I'm sure you're aware there's a man in town tasked with exchanging mag obtained from hunting monsters and the like. I'll put in a word with them. They're more flexible with you. Not just here in Grand Trad, but across the kingdom. I can sense Brigitte's attempt at kindness and trust.
No pain can...
Scion's lineage increases skill inheritance slots for the merchant lineage to 2. And merchant's rate improves the exchange rate at the mag exchange. More skills can now be inherited by the merchant lineage in academia due to the skills of Scion's blood. The rate at the mag exchange has improved due to the effects of merchant's rate. Meaning we can get more reeve for our mag. I shouldn't be the only one talking. You owe me some secrets of yours, after all. Grius tried to kill Luis, did he not? But then I imagine you're aiming for the same thing.
You there.
What are your true motives? What are you really aiming to do? To improve the country.
That's...
Your true motives, I said. Though, well, I suppose it's not impossible you really do mean that. I can't tell what you're thinking at all, but I'll expose your true nature eventually.
I'm off.
That's all for today. Come by again when you can. I'm sure the dog will be delighted to see you.
It would seem that disaster was averted.
That's a new one that I don't recall.
Right then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears. Sanctifex Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
So it really is His Majesty?
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king. This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Anyone?
Even me?
If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Me? In charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we? First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
Hold on. You mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alces in place? It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic. Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
That's not good.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouchable. I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there. She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
I'll go look for her.
I'll go look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her.
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
Where?
Maria, where are you?
Kidding.
Where could Maria have gone? Wait. Oh no. Oh, I've got a good idea.
Let's go.
But
So foolish at around.
What should I do? No.
tournament?
Him?
Stop that at once.
Hello there.
Do you know that little half-blood girl? Can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. She just went inside. Wait, you let her pass? Why? The way your eyes looked, I'd not be the one to stop her now. She's been coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets.
Huh? Why?
Everyone's worried about you.
Everyone was worried about you.
Sorry. Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray. And he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral's broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
That's not why.
That's not why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It'll work out.
It'll work out somehow. I'm sure of it.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe. Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria, yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but
The prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Well, let's think about it together.
Let's think about it together.
Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange one. My kind of strange, if I'm honest. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Want to read it?
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe. Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We've a Kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom. And we call it the Tournament for the Throne. Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it would be easy. And the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
We need a plan, and then we can take action. Zelda, I'm an outcast in this city. I think that gives us an advantage here. We enter the tournament for the throne.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us? Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit, but it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Training Luis's ranks will be dangerous. If I'm found out, I'll be as good as dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
I do.
Of course I do.
No hesitation at all.
Right.
I'm reminded of the words the prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
Yes.
Yes. I've got a job to do.
Huh. Familiar words. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
That's the plan.
That was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Be young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering.
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it, weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out. What? We got a deserter turning up?
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
Whew. That was a close one.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out.
But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here!
Are you lot here for this tournament, then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme. A villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
Whoa. You have any idea who that is? That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin, you can be sure of that. Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Stuck-up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
To stop his evil deeds?
Maybe he just wants to stop the criminal's evil deeds.
We've got more important things to worry about.
Don't worry. I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme? You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight? Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barton, a guard captain for Matira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms. We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
We want to help you.
We just want to help you.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closury, thank you all. And thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Matira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
Oh, is that whippersnapper? Like, well, what's a whippersnapper like you doing here? Don't tell me you're actually thinking of participating in the Turn of the Throne. Oh, the audacity of youth. That's wretch, a mere fledgling with no history or experience to speak of. As king, the idea makes me sick to my stomach. The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of a great age, one with years of experience, and yet upstart school children like you and Luis dare to. Hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle all as you like. I'd be happy to give the eulogy at your funeral. Suppose he's a candidate too.
Hey!
Hey, would it be alright if we accepted the bounty contract for Heisme? Heisme, you sure you can handle that? Can't be held liable if you get yourself killed out there. Of course I can. You're an odd one, alright. Either that or you're just green. Head to Martira. You can probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
I need to find and bring in Heisme, a notorious criminal tied to a series of kidnappings in Martira. Despite his bounty, he has evaded capture, and his true identity remains a mystery.
Let's call it.
Okay, we've got the contract. Let's head back to the inn for now.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll?
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
No, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, Under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
Her responses do not fill me with confidence.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
'Twas not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight. Let's rest.
We should probably, let's see. Opening ceremony for the tournament is tomorrow. We should probably stay inside and rest today. Yeah, that would probably be the wise move, but let's talk to a few people.
Well met, eh?
Hey, we'll be staying at the inn for some time. I'd really like to, but haha, so you like it here too, and you're one of us. Well, wherever it is that you end up going, be sure to come see Maria and Fabienne again. Not that it's really my concern, but those two seem to like you a lot.
What in the blazes?
Ugh, can't get through a single day without a drink. We've all been dealt a shite hand in this life, haven't we? In other parts of town, they can't shut up about Luis or the king, so let me ask you. Even if a proper, upstanding bloke takes the crown, is that gonna fill my empty pockets? No way in hell, I say. People all got their ideas about what the country ought to be like, but at the end of the day, they'll never remember outcasts like us.
Hey.
Asked Fabienne for a map of Martyr, and she gave me the one from Grius' personal effects. Covers all the main roads. We may have found one in town, but a military map always has more details.
Yeah.
Fabienne continues to be our anchor. To pay her back, let's achieve our goals.
Hello.
Decide I'm heading to Brilehaven. It's much too boring to just spend my days at the inn. I'm going to see that so-called exhibition for myself. Goodbye, Elda. You do well to see the world too someday.
Now then.
Our preparations seem to be proceeding without issue. Well, apart from one massive over-tuned uncertainty. Never mind. Forget my mutterings. Just please do not be surprised no matter what we're presented with.
Don't push yourself too much.
Tomorrow you depart. Maria will assuredly miss you dearly, so please come back and say hello when you can, even if it's only every once in a while. Oh boy. Alright, let's get some rest. Bed is simple but clean and has an aroma that reminds me of a clear sunny day. Maybe it's time to call it a night.
Good night.
Rest well.
Can I come in?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Well, you're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabienne I wouldn't cry.
You don't have to worry.
It's all right. You don't have to worry.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again. Can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
Maria is waiting for us to return home and regale her with tales of the strange and distant places we visit.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
'Tis kind of you to say. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Yeah, I do.
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two? So, it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Judah!
Lady Judah!
Faraway sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Faraway sky, blue and white. Faraway sky so clear. Let life be a light. Let my wish echo. Sad soul, far beyond the shore.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow! A Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78 Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound!
Him? So he was one of Luis's men?
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An
elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Blast, I say! Wait! Confound you, behave!
A land runner? It's quick!
Wait, it's headed right for the... It'll crash!
Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What hell? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You dolt! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you buffoon. 'Twas bad enough when Luis did it the first time. That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
I ended up standing out more than I expected. Getting a lot of interest, but I only consider this a part of my mission to aid the prince. Oh boy.
Just a sec.
Whoa, what's with this thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now let's have some coordinates for our little test run. What is happening right now?
See.
We want to go to a place called Martira. Old Castle Town, I think. Should be a ways south. Alright, about a 3-day travel. Yeah, okay, Martira. Here it is. Down to Martira, eh? On this craft's legs. Oh, I'd say that'll be 4 days, 3 nights about.
Oh.
4 days and 3 nights. That's a great deal faster than a carriage. I'm sure the roads will be safer at that kind of speed. Bally good! Now cinch those britches, chaps! Full steam ahead to Martira, Old Castle Town.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you use to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto.
Brilliant, isn't it?
What the?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket.
Alright, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable. Neurus? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
As always. To business, then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it! Off with you now! Leave me be!
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God. Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Neurus, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Balliol runner alone.
Look, this runner... it is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate. For both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness, is Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
If we die together.
Well, if we die, we all die together.
Ha! The boy's bold as brass.
'Tis not an invitation, you dolt. Eyes on the road.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brilehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
It's perfect.
I think it's a perfect idea.
Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's Heisme, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh, no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
Alrighty then, the Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities such as the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with him. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there. If you've never been in a Gauntlet Runner, I kind of want to see what the engine room's like. Sure, let's do that. This one should lead down to the engine room corridor. There are a lot of things for us to do around here, but first things first, engine room.
This?
Wonder what makes this thing run. First time at a gauntlet runner, eh? Whoa, that scared me. Looks like that pipe's in here too. Called a runner foam. There's one in every room.
Spectacular.
Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use megala crystals as fuel to run, you see? Used to be you'd take your life in your hands when you traveled the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the gauntlet runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on colossal beasts, made for zero momentum loss even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed, now to step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress. By the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark. The old girl needs her rest as much as we do. Right. You'll continue toward your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize its facilities in order to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books at the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You can also spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. And there are also some moments where you have to be traveling on the Gauntlet Runner in order to raise your rank with your followers. But anyways, yes, we could do the washing machine. Snur's homemade washing machine. Washing clothes can sometimes cleanse the mind too. Doing laundry will take my mind off of things, increasing my max MP. We're never going to make use of this. There is the vacuum contraption.
Come on.
This weird tool is actually a cleaning igniter that Neurus modified to create wind that collects dust. Pretty nifty. No, it's hard, but all the lifting and bending over is sure to strengthen your legs, yeah? If I clean the Gauntlet Runner, my max HP will increase. We are also never going to do this. This is also where we would go to Academia, should we choose to do so.
Speaking of...
Nora said he got the kitchen up and running. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I hardly consider myself a chef of any great skill, but Stoll said he wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the Hushed Honeybee. We can also just choose to sleep. We're never going to do that. At least not during the schedule. Now then, cloth-covered barrel. Beneath this cloth, there seems to be a big barrel. Wonder what it's used for. This won't unlock until later. But it is a bath that we could use to raise some of our stats. This... some sort of strange device wrapped in cloth. Looks like one of Neurus's inventions in the making. Is something else we can make use of, but I'll go over that once we unlock it. Like I said, there's the bathroom. There's the shower. There are purposes to using these, but they won't unlock until later. Let's see. Ooh, you do not look good, Stroll. Oh, I feel drunk. You okay?
I'm sorry.
I'll survive. I can handle the swaying of a carriage, but this... it's another beast. It seems I'll need to learn to endure it. Right. Reinforced steel on top of thick glass. It doesn't appear to be easily breakable. There's also a watchtower we can go up to. Not much of a purpose to it right now, but there will be eventually. And we can also, where is it? Head out to the deck. And just watch the scenery go by. The time won't actually change doing this. Also, I noticed that there were 4 ladders, or 4 hatches on top of the watchtower, but I only see the 1 ladder that leads up there. Huh. Let's see. Now, there are things that you want to do on the daily once they unlock. I'm not going to constantly remind you. Well, not on purpose, but one of those things is checking the pantry.
What's this?
There's some mellow milk and fragrant spice. I wonder who brought them here. I could use these for cooking. Yes, you can raid the pantry to get cooking ingredients. Sometimes you can get some rare stuff, and there are certain ingredients that you can only get from the pantry. In the kitchen, which we do want to check. Oh, and you want to check that pantry every single day. At least when available. Obviously, there are going to be some story moments that prevent you from going to the runner. Use the Gauntlet Runner's cooking table to whip up some food for you and your allies. Eating prepared meals can grant your party various positive effects. To cook, you'll need ingredients. Buy them, win them, or find them lying around. Try to experiment as much as possible. After you've made every dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate culinary masterpiece. This is something we're going to want to do. However, we do not want to start cooking just yet. Yeah, maybe Nurse went shopping? Beetle meat, pristine clear water, and red grass. Some Morricone meat and Orgo sugar. Whose handwriting is that? Well, there are notes here about new potential recipes. Red grass roasted beetle recipe, curative coney roast recipe, and coney stew recipe. Holistic whitefish platter recipe, critical meatballs recipe, steadfast stew recipe, precision fermented ribs, stale black bread. Want to make something? So, we should try to have everyone teach us their culinary specialty. Not right now. And last but not least, and this is something we're going to be doing a lot, but we can read books. There aren't a lot of books to start off with, but as we progress through the story, more and more books will be added. And there is an achievement for reading them all, just as there's also an achievement for cooking every dish at least once. Portrait of Nurse, and I'm assuming a portrait of his cat? Huh. Bookshelf is lined with interesting books. The books I could read are New World Travel Diary, Pride and Persuasion. We are going to start with the New World Travel Diary. This appears to be a fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fanciful place called the New World. I haven't started reading it yet. Seems like a book that'll really expand the mind. Want to read it together over by the window? Sure. If I read this book, I may gain more imagination. Shall we spend some time reading this book? Read the book.
Actually?
To be honest with you, I've realized something. There's so many things in this world which, very simply, I don't understand. There's so many things I've learned since we started traveling together. Now, these choices do matter. You've matured.
Now we're talking.
You've really matured.
What?
What are you saying, that I was immature before? It's not like you knew any more about the world than I did. Hey, Wilhelm? I know this time we're traveling for our mission, but if all goes well, I want to go on another journey where I'm free to do what I want. Yeah, maybe I'll write a book about it.
So then...
Should I write a book about our travels?
Sweet!
Good idea. Just make sure to include me as a co-author, alright? Of course, if I want to contribute further to whatever you do in the future, I'll have to keep working hard. Well, can you think of anything I can do to help you out? Teach me more. Just teaching me and telling me things is great. Not really all that knowledgeable, though if that's how you feel, though, I'll gladly tell you every insight I have. With everything we've been through recently, I've realized that knowledge is an invaluable asset. I want to keep experiencing new wonders, so let's never stop learning together. This conversation kind of went off in a unique direction, huh? Let's keep reading the book for a bit. It describes a new world. If a place other than this really exists, I'd like to visit someday. I feel like my imagination has expanded after conjuring up various ideas together with Gallica.
All right.
There's still more left to read in the book. I'll pick up from here next time.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart gauntlet runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While at an encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the gauntlet runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about your journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach Martira. Our first time camping in the gauntlet runner. I'm kind of excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone?
Your thoughts?
Oh, how was that ride, eh? Smooth as butter, luxurious as a palace, awe-inspiring, tear-jerking? Absolutely. This runner's such a guilty pleasure. Although credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped make her what she is. Though, full disclosure, that's all thanks to a little mechanism I whipped together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. Wouldn't have to worry about the terrain if she could just fly. But that's a story for another day. Off you go. Better get your 40 winks. Now then, whenever you are camping at night, you want to interact with the campfire, and I'm guessing they changed this in a patch, because this used to be red instead of blue. But interacting with the campfire, there are insects gathering by the campfire. Oh, apparently you can eat these bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg anyway. Yeah, not too sure Hulkenberg is an expert on the culinary arts. I should try and catch one. Lumabee. You want to do this anytime you're camping out on the Gauntlet Runner at night. This can get you some very rare ingredients that you wouldn't be able to purchase until way later in the game. Caught one of the bugs gathered at the campfire. When it's my turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient. Yeah. We could spend time with Stroll to raise our imagination, but we can also use the book to do that. Plus, finishing the book will get us a lot more in the long run than we would have otherwise. Alright, New World Travel Diary. I'm in the middle of reading it. Seems like a book that'll really expand the mind. Yeah, let's read it.
What's that?
He stared up at the heavens. There, a sparkle in the azure firmament caught his eye. The moon at midday? No, despite its cold, stony glow, this was no moon nor star. There were those who said it was the corpse of an ancient, indomitable dragon. Others said it was a pavilion in the sky, erected by the Empyrean beings.
Oh, yeah?
So he sees a strange light shining in the sky. Well, it's written, I feel like this light is meant to be the key to the new world or something. What do you think the light is? The remains of a dragon or a pavilion built by the Empyrean beings? The pavilion for maximum point gain.
Oh, that's right.
I think it's the pavilion.
Right?
Yeah, there's something dreamlike about people who live in the sky, isn't there? You think they have wings?
All right.
Alright, that's another 4 imagination points. I know this new world is just fictional, but I want to visit if it were a real place. There's still more left to read in this book. I'll pick up from here next time.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters were more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
True.
Oh, they were better than I'd feared, considering how tiny they are. But I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand can fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, runners really are in need, aren't they? Carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast, but just keep an eye on the road, okay, Nurus? We'll arrive in Matira in 2 days, huh? Now then, something new that we have. Using the toilet on any day, or on Idle's Day, any day ending in 5 or 0, will get you +1 to your luck stat. So I recommend using it every Idle's Day that you get, if you want to min-max your stats. I've got it. Now that I feel refreshed, I think I've grasped something. Protagonist luck increased by 1. How using the toilet on a specific day does that, I couldn't tell you. Water doesn't work right now. I'll wait for it to get fixed. As long as the water works for the sink. There's some pristine clear water and more coney meat. Wonder who left them here. We can use these for cooking. And now we are going to finish reading that book. And with interesting books, book I can read are New World Travel Diary. I'm almost done reading it. Seems like the book will really expand the mind. Yep. And we are going to read the book.
What's that?
He continued to traipse through the raging sandstorm, and last he came upon a cave, the entrance gaping like the maws of a beast. The walls of the cave were translucent, revealing the inside to be a gigantic, intricately winding labyrinth, fantastical and akin to a mirage.
Oh, yeah?
Giant cave with glass walls in the desert. It sounds otherworldly, but also strangely familiar. Well, whatever. What's it sound like to you? Sounds pretty.
Sure.
That would be a beautiful sight.
Right?
Yeah, I bet it'd be dazzling in the daylight. Probably at night too, sparkling in the moonlight. I feel like envisioning the scene with Gallic has improved my imagination.
Now then.
That's another 4 points to imagination, which gets us up to rank 2, inspired.
Imagination.
This is one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thought to fruition. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. I know this new world is just fictional, but I'd want to visit if it were a real place. And with that, not only did we get the bonus for getting the correct answer, well, not the bonus, but the points for the correct answer, but completing the book gets us additional points. With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened.
All right.
And that's why, even though we could have gotten probably the same amount of points from hanging out with Stroll last night, though I doubt it, it was better to go for the book, because finishing them gets you more.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Hoy! Break time, chums! There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? Whoa. Like, I've seen it before, but still.
Wow.
It's so pretty.
That's...
It's not just the leaves. It's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I am sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, no Hey! If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magla. As a matter of scientific discovery, I must document this. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nurse pulled a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Nurse, how did you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it, I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. You're giving it to me? You sure I can have this?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I've already committed it all to the safety of my mind. I have no need for the sketch itself anymore. Tree of Prophecy drawing. I received Nurse's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been there before.
Hey there.
Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her a story about this place. Next time we're in Grand Trad, I should give this drawing to Maria.
Huh?
Huh, magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely. Gallica is the most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which has given me great insight into my own research into flight. What, you've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. We took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing that rare sight has broadened my wisdom. I mean, red is usually an indicator of danger. So, yeah.
All right.
But that's some nice points in wisdom.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
We'll be in Martira the day after tomorrow. Wonder what kind of place Martira is. I'm sure we'll find out. Campfire for another Lumabee.
All right then.
Now then, Norris should be down in the engine room.
Let's go.
However, much like last episode, there's going to be a whole bunch of story coming up after this, and we do not have time for that, so I'm going to end things off there for today. If you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for an upload, and please leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.